chapter 2, verse 12 is one of those verses that flips the script. You're going through the narrative. It seems like things are going one way, and all of a sudden, boom, everything changes when you encounter three words. And I want to share those three words with you today because these three words have the power to change your life. But before I share those words with you, I want to give you a bit of context, a bit of backstory. So when we dive into the book of Joel, we find ourselves in the middle of destruction, in the middle of coming judgment, in the middle of desolation, in the middle of despair. In fact, the Bible describes this day of judgment as a day of reckoning that is unlike any day ever before. The army of judgment, the army which is the personification of all of Israel's failures and sins and shortcomings, is at their doorstep, and it is a bad day for them. Maybe you find yourself in a similar position. Maybe you feel like all of your mistakes, all of your shortcomings, all of your failures, all of your sins, they're at your door. They are suffocating your life. You look out and you can see nothing beyond them. You feel like all hope is gone. Well, if you find yourself in that situation, this verse is for you because it is so powerful, prophetic, and profound. And in this verse we read, this is Joel chapter 2, verse 12, we read these three words, yet, even now. Yet, even now, despite the fact that the greatest army is at your door, this army of destruction, yet, even now, return to me with all your heart and rend your hearts, not your garments. In other words, God's saying, hey, I don't need your religious show. I don't need a display of piety. I want your heart. And he goes on to say, return to the Lord your God. In other words, even though it looks like I've given up on you, even though it looks like judgment is your destiny, return to me, your God. You are still my people. For I am gracious and merciful, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. And what he's doing, he's calling to mind how he introduced himself to Moses. He's saying, this is who I am. This is my character. This is my nature. And the enemy of our soul, he's terrified of us realizing this. He wants to choke us with shame and condemnation. He doesn't want us to realize that yet, even now, even in this moment of coming judgment, God is for us. You might find yourself in a situation where you violated a relationship and you feel like there is no hope for reconciliation, yet even now. Maybe you've messed up at your job and you've lost it and you don't deserve another chance. You feel like you don't deserve another chance, yet even now. Maybe you've looked at pornography after saying you would never do that again, yet even now. Maybe you've been distant with your kids and they don't want to have a relationship with you. They don't want anything to do with you, yet even now, God is for you. If you turn to him, he is right there with you. I love what verse 25 says. It's chapter 2, verse 25. It says, I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten. I will restore to you the years that the chaos and sin choked from your life. Y'all, this is our God. This is the nature. This is the character of God. In light of this truth, my friend, I invite you to turn your eyes to the Father, because yet, even now, his eyes are upon you.